term biodiversity describes the variability among living organisms, including animals, plants, fungi, and microorganisms, as well as the ecosystems they are each a part of. Biodiversity is essential to life on Earth, and without it, the ecosystems we rely on would collapse. But human population growth, combined with climate change and global cycles of production and consumption, have increased stress on ecosystems and contributed to significant decline in biodiversity, with many species becoming extinct or now under major threat. There are 5 main causes of biodiversity loss. Since the agricultural and industrial revolutions, changes to the way we use land and the sea, for example farming, fishing and mineral extraction, and the way we exploit certain organisms are major factors. Climate change, pollution and threats from invasive species also contribute to biodiversity loss. Consuming less and being more efficient with the world's natural resources will play a significant role to limit damage to ecosystems. However, the way we manage waste and recycle resources and work across our supply chains also has an important part to play to support biodiversity. Extracting and processing raw materials to meet global consumption accounts for 90% of biodiversity loss, but the recycling helps to keep these valuable materials in use for longer, which reduces the need to extract and process more. Using recycled materials also offers significant carbon emission savings, helping to slow climate change. Additionally, waste management practices and regulations like we have in the UK also help to minimise pollution, which would otherwise threaten biodiversity. The Environmental Services Association is the voice of the recycling and waste management sector in the UK, and with its members has developed a biodiversity best practice guide to help maximise our sector's contribution towards protecting, restoring and enhancing ecosystems. We believe that there are 3 main things organisations in our sector can do to help. Firstly, we must continue to focus on our fundamental activities which avoid biodiversity impacts. These include minimising waste and promoting the circular economy by reusing and recycling as much materials as possible. Secondly, we should mitigate our direct impacts by safely managing waste to prevent it from becoming pollution, ensuring we follow best practices and that these are as sustainable as possible. For example, making sure infrastructure is built in an ecological sensitive way and that our actions support a nature-positive transition. And thirdly, we should identify opportunities to enhance and protect biodiversity across our land and estate holdings. There are already lots of examples of great initiatives happening from across the sector, from sensitive restoration of closed and capped landfill sites, to creating purpose-built habitats for birds, bats, bees, butterflies and many other creatures across a wide range of facilities. Additionally, we need to consider our indirect impacts and promote biodiversity improvements across our supply chains, from the equipment and materials we purchase or from the secondary raw materials we export. The ESA Best Practice Guide highlights the role the recycling and waste management sector can play with regards to protecting, restoring and enhancing biodiversity. It provides a framework for organisations in our sector to measure their impact on biodiversity, taking into account negative and positive outcomes, and direct and indirect impacts. By recognising and understanding these impacts, we can put appropriate governance in place to ensure we are doing the most we can to protect and enhance biodiversity. Everyone involved in recycling and waste management can view and download the guide from the ESA's website at www.esauk.org. And if you or your organisation would like to find out more, the ESA's team would be happy to discuss it with you.